Place it lined up like this. So,
the audience member completes the circle.
we had an idea. We wanted to share it with you. There's a restaurant called Lazy Dog Town, Lazy Dog, and in this restaurant you can bring your pets. And we thought of the idea of like a reality show where we just take video of there without permission. We take video and then we add sounds later for the dogs as we're taking it. And we want to create a whole movement around it that people go there and also do it. And it's kind of the viral effect. And we're touching on how important, the hidden thing of how important, the importance of what you were saying, the importance of linguistics and communication, and how we can put that into the idea. You want to share something about linguistics and what it means to you?
All right. Or should I repeat what I said before?
They wouldn't know if you said
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Okay, as far as the dogs go, so through language we find meaning, and so depending on what the dogs say, people will take meaning out of that. And because there are dogs who are speaking, that will change the meaning that we take from what they say. Because you see like if a person's dressed in a suit, or if they're dressed in just street clothes, and they say the same thing, you'll take it in a different way because of what you've learned about the world and the context of the conversation, right?
Yeah.
And so the same thing with dogs, like it could be a person sitting in a booth or a dog sitting in a booth, and they say the same thing. Like that baby commercial, you know the baby commercial on Esurance?
Oh, yes.
Where the baby's talking. I mean, if you just close your eyes, it's just like any other spokesperson giving a spiel about car insurance, but when a baby says it, then all of a sudden it becomes like so different. And you think about youth and youngness associated with the company.
absurdity of it too.
Yeah.
Kind of disarms you, makes you more comfortable with jumping into it, even though normally you wouldn't be so into like stock trading or whatever it is. But it's like, oh, the baby's doing it. It might be fun.
It's interesting as far as like dogs, how they have like you would like think, but they look at a dog and what type of voice they would have too.
Yeah.
And like even dogs that look the same, each one has their little personality. A lot of times like their owner.
Yeah.
And then also we could kind of like create a little mystery by having like different voices that wouldn't necessarily fit the dog. That kind of.
I like that. Yeah. Cause
It's like a German Shepherd with a French accent.
Yeah.
and we have different voices too, like the voice of person, like the actual sound you hear, and how it's different from the actual person's ears versus someone who's listening to it.
Yeah.
And how when sometimes you're speaking to a different person, you'll sound different, maybe even to yourself. You think, wow, I'm speaking differently. Do you ever notice that?
Mm-hmm. Or have you ever like listened to a message of yourself speaking and like,
Yeah.
do I really sound like that?
Yeah, is that me? Or like when you're speaking to a baby or a dog, the baby voice.
Yeah.
That sounds so ridiculous. Why do we use it? Why are we using a different form of talking? Is it important to the person who's receiving the information?
I was talking to this guy that's a retired Marine. They say you never retire from being a Marine, but this guy's African American, probably about 6 foot, probably around 300 pounds or so, and a baby comes in, and all the people that were in the Starbucks were like, "Oh, there's a little baby and everything." I was like, "Could you imagine if like people like every time you went somewhere, people acted like that?" And then I started doing it to him. I was like, "Oh, could you handle that?" I was like, "Oh," and I was like about 10 feet away from him because I didn't want to die, but. But the joke worked. He's like, "Yeah, that would be weird."
Poor babies. We should start treating them more, where's your, more responsibly, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I speak with my cousins. Just normally. Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Is there a purpose? Why are you running across the road? That's clearly not safe.
And what interpretation do we give people of life of giving them all that positive praise? And I was like, okay, once you're 3, you get a job. and all the different things. No drooling. Oh, yeah, I remember no drooling type thing.
You're older now.
Yeah. All of a sudden we just like put these like high level of like certain things that we have to do. So high level, but like in general, it's like we don't really hold humanity to high levels. For little stuff we do, but for a lot of stuff we just don't hold humanity to high levels. But these dogs, I think they're the answer.
So like like my dog, my big dog steals food from the other little dog if we let him, and he will attack her, and it's happened several times, like pins her, and he sounds like a demon, he really does when he gets on her, but so we have to separate them and pull them apart, but it turns out that he was the runt, and he had food issues growing up, so he will scarf down the whole bowl and try and steal hers, and she'll have a bite or two and leave it, and want to come back and have a bite or two later. But it would be interesting if we could kind of, like, his example would be like, well, why are you, what kind of issues, like a doggy therapy kind of thing, like, why are you so greedy, or I feel like you're not getting enough.
Yeah, it reminds me too of because we have the older generation here who lived during the Great Depression, and the food insecurity that was experienced then, that they still have now. Had your dogs. I mean, an old dog could have lived.
What if we just started talking to
Fictionally
every
through
person like they were a dog? Like really every person. How are you? What are you doing? You're so cute.
Oh, you
as
look so cute in a
are.
sweater.
Right?
Women
Did your owner
sometimes
put
do
that
do
on
that.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. But
Probably
then again,
probably for the first 5 minutes you guys do that, and then all of a sudden you just,
relax.
yeah.
But then again, what if the flip side of that, when a dog pees on the carpet, no, you're a bad dog, you're a bad dog. So, like, if people do something, like if they don't hold the door open for someone, you bad person. Where are your manners?
Yeah, where are people's manners sometimes? Gotta get back to dog basics. Like even dogs respect territory, right? Yeah. So the dog.
So we gotta start peeing to mark our territory. Is that what you're getting at?
Maybe there's a different way of doing it. More.
No, I like my idea.
Okay, we'll see whose catches on.
So I think that we're going to end this video, and no, your dog wasn't just auditioning there, like you trying to name drop. Oh, my dog would be great in this. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that.
I don't want
no.
him on video. He doesn't need that
publicity.
publicity.
This whole attitude. It's like, I'm not eating this kibble. I'm a star.
Seen that?
Yes. Okay. It's going to happen soon. You can turn that off.
Okay. I thought you just did.
It'd be cool if the